All right, man. So we're here to talk about. You got to hear it in my voice. Excuse me.
The sad voice.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. With all due respect, and I say that with all due respect, there was no reason for them to make this movie, y'all.
Long story short.
No reason.
I was watching and I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why?
And this is coming from a man who don't watch horror movies.
I don't.
He was disappointed.
Right.
His first horror movie, he's like, damn.
So wait, hold on. I got something for him. Where is it? Where did you see it on?
You said where?
Yeah, where did you see it?
Come on, man! I can't disclose all my information.
It's on.
But it's on. I did the hood thing.
No, but it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I did the hood. Oh, what? I did the hood movement, but yes, it is on Netflix.
And why you feel that this movie shouldn't have been made?
Because first of all, I should have just went to the Metascore and saw that it was a 34. That's what I should have done first. And said, Dre, as much as you want my life to be scared, I'm just not going to watch it because it's a Metascore of 34. And why they probably said a Metascore of 34 is because they did it already. Let's just do it again. Like it's done already. You know, as much as I don't like scary movies, you guys know that it's documented. You know, the streets know. You know, I just don't mess with scary movies. I just don't, you know, but at the end of the day, this has been done already. It was just done over. There's nothing different actually from the other one.
I'm going to school you right now. So,
okay, so school me on why I got why I should have got a 58 instead of a 34 Metascore and a 4.9 out of 10. Let me know.
No, well, I'm not basing on score, you know, because I kind of I kind of agree with you. But the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 1973.
Right.
So, like me, like growing up, like I said, I never saw it early in life. You know, when I was in the 80s, I never saw it, 90s, whatever. I saw it in the 2000s, the original one. It was recommended to me, and they were like, "You have to see this. It's a cult classic. You have to see this." I'm like, "What's it about?" "Oh, it's this guy named Leatherface, this and that." So he let me borrow the DVD at the time. I went home, I watched it, and I thought this thing was a joke. The original, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Seeing this man looking like Mankind from WWF with a freaking chainsaw, just going wild and killing people. I'm like, this is comical.
Right.
Maybe back in his prime when he came out in 73, maybe that was like it was probably a great movie for the time, you know, like for its prime at that age.
A slasher horror movie. It was probably good back at that time.
Right.
Because it's probably something new.
Right.
Right.
So basically he's an orphan. He was raised in an orphanage, and he ended up living in his house. These travelers come by in their little Volkswagen buses, hippies, and they come asking for direction. Then the rest is history, and then they all get slashed. Never made it, and here we are, 50 years later. Actually, one person made it in the original one, and then she made it out. And then there's been other sequels, not directed by the same director,
right?
You know, so they had the Rob Zombie remake and all the stuff. The Rob Zombie one was good. It was very gory and stuff like this. And then now, here we are, 2022. This one comes out, and this one's supposed to be a direct sequel to the original. So now, here we are, 50 years later. The original person that survived, she became a police officer looking for Leatherface, because you never know who you don't know who the identity is from the original.
Right.
So her whole time she became a ranger, a sheriff. She never found Leatherface. She retired. And now here we are in the modern century. You have these investors come in. They bought this town. And then it turns out now that this lady's about to get evicted. She never signed off. They take her away. She has a heart attack while in the ambulance. Leatherface is in there. We don't know that that's Leatherface. We kind of predict that it is him. And it turns out it was him. You know, she dies in the ambulance. He goes crazy. She cuts his face off, puts it on, and then the rest is history. He goes for broke because he lost his caretaker. But just to see like the whole modernness, everyone's like always intrigued by this town. Everyone's on their cameras. You know, cancel culture. You know, they had a little piece of that in the movie. And but other than that, like overall, the movie was okay. It didn't need to be done. like you said,
another movie not to be done.
Another movie not to be done. And we're living in an age now where we're getting all these sequels. You know, you just might as well not even touch it.
Right. Like, don't get it twisted. They got reasons to do what they do, right? Because you're it's a legacy. It's a legacy movie at this point. You know, 70s, you know, late 90s, 2000s, you know, but there's a point where you have to say, let it go. Yeah. This was it. This was it. I thought when dude got on the bus and dude said, you'll get canceled.
You get canceled.
I was like, for some reason, I saw the Asian dude and I was thinking Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Rings. And I said, nah. Zoom. I was like, man, never mind. He's not going to save the day. Hilarious, bro. That's why I started laughing. I was just like, I kept laughing, man. I'm sorry. This movie was just, and trust me, there are movies I've been scared of to be like, yo, this movie is crazy. This movie was just hilarious, and it was just pure nonsense. Pure fuckery, yo. Pure, yo. Like, I was just like, the only reason I like this movie to a degree is I saw one of my young boys, he's on The Shy. This kid is Jacob Lattimore. He's also a singer. Okay. You know, he's a really good singer. He started singing first, and then he's in the acting heavy now, as you can see. You know, and I was like, okay, that's what's up. You know, but after that, you know, we're good. Just, you know, I ain't gonna say throw the movie away because it's not my movie, but I'm good.
Yeah, like the killings were brutal. We were like, oh shit, we had a lot of oh shit moments with the gore and stuff like that. But other than that, like it just wasn't.
It is your typical gruesome story filled with blunt force trauma to the head.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically what it is. It is a typical / horror film. That's it. You're not gonna get any more from it. There's nothing that you're supposed to gain from it. It's something for you to watch. It's you sit down, you look at it, and you're like, oh, and that's it, done.
Yeah, but then to bring back the original survivor and to she's trying to finish him off like she's like Sarah Connor in the Terminator.
She got fucked.
She got fucked up. She got fucked up on site.
I think she got it the worst, bro.
She got it the worst.
No. The one who got it worst, unfortunately,
was the girl at the end?
No, was Jacob Lattimore, man. He chopped his face open. I was like, oh, shoot. That's when I said, ooh.
My man, Jaws hanging down, bro.
Did it have you jumping in your seat? That's the question. No?
No, there were moments.
There were moments, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
No, the guy that was in the mechanic, he bashed his head in. That was a tough scene to look at. I was like, oh. I was like, damn.
The tough scene was the Jacob Lattimore scene when he just axed him. And he survived. You know, Jacob Lattimore played Dante. He's walking out, and the mechanic's over here like, wait a minute. Where you think you going? He turned him around. He said, oh.
He's like,
sit right here. Like, hey, wait.
But the one thing I did like was that they depicted like how the South really is, the Deep South.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
racist
with the
as they
racism
come.
and stuff like that. They had the whole Confederate flags up in the town and stuff like that. It's crazy how like in this modern society, it's still there, you know?
Right. Not even racist too. It's just they want to stay the way they want to stay.
Yeah, of course.
You know, they want to stay back in the late 70s or early 70s or 60s. They just want to stay there. They don't care about Wi-Fi. They don't care about none of that stuff.
None of that. Because it's not important.
It's alone.
They don't care about connectivity.
We ain't bothering you. You won't bother us, okay?
Right.
It wasn't even all that.
In New York.
Right. And I think it's just
damn Yankees.
It gives a great picture of how they did the same thing in Brooklyn, how they're gentrifying everything. Yeah. You have these hippies coming in, they got a little bit of money, they have a little social media, they're gonna come and buy properties, do what they're gonna do, and you know, they're gonna change everything. And Mita, the one at the end, she got her head chopped off.
Yeah,
that shit was stupid. I said, get in the
dragged
fucking
her out the sunroof.
Like, get out why are you getting out the car? Get in the car and drive as fast as you can. Please stop.
Oracle. That's the part that got me upset.
I was
just
like
leave.
so pissed. I was like,
there's no giggling. There's no giggling here where all your friends died. There was no slight giggle at all.
We made it. Ah!
Fucking her head chopped off. I was like, are you serious?
They try to do like a Jeepers Creeper moment when the guy comes in from the end and just pull her.
Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work.
You see the head chop off.
Even though that's what happened in the real footage, it was like one more kill before he got knocked down. It was because I think it was a sheriff who got killed with the chainsaw at that point at the end. I don't know if you saw one of the movies where they show a real footage when the sheriff screamed. He came out, zoom, and the sheriff screamed, and then it went black or whatever. But that was a real footage. I forgot which movie it was. I don't know if it was part 9 or part 18. Who knows?
Yeah, because in the original one she survived, so that's how it ends off. Where she runs off to the road. She gets picked up. She gets hitchhiked and she picked up, and then Leatherface in the background, like running up the highway, chasing after her. And then after that, that's how it ends. But then just the one thing I did like was he went back to the original house at the end, at the post credits.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. You get to see the original house from the original movie, and then other than that, like it's, I'm glad
another movie that didn't need to be made.
Yeah. So this is one of those. Was it Stream It Neither or what was our segment called?
It's either
movie worthy, stream worthy, or ABC
theater, Stream It or Neither.
Neither.
This is one of those like I would have been good if I didn't watch it. Or streamed it.
Yeah, but does that
not even a home theater?
Yeah, not even straight to video, or what was it? The ABC special.
ABC special, not even an ABC special.
Well, what about like back in the days when they had like the Sunday movie at 11? No. Wait, no, you still wouldn't watch it?
No.
I would have been mad if. Remember
back
basic
in the day, TV, no cable, and then on Sundays, like 20 years after the movie came out,
if it came out free,
it would ruin my day.
Yeah.
WPIX at 5 p.m.
Back in the days, if I would have back in the days, if I would have walked into Blockbuster or Hollywood Video and I would have saw it on the shelf for like Friday new releases, I would have left it there. I'm like, nah. It didn't pull me in.
If I was in Blockbuster, I would have had that. I would have had that disc in my hand, and I would have told the Associated States, try to catch it. He would have been like, no. I would have been like, good, because it's trash. I was aiming for the trash. I wasn't aiming for you. Because I mean, there's a point where you just got to stop trying to reboot stuff, man. And if you're going back real quick before we leave, Metascore gave it a 30. Okay, end of story, man. It just wasn't good. On Prime Video, it's $3.99 to watch it if you think you need to watch it. But I'm cool. No disrespect, respectfully. So with that being said, I'll give it a 3. What you got, Dirty?
I'll give it a. I will give it a 5 just because of the brutal killings.
I'll give it a 5 too. Yeah.
And like I said, like Karim said before, back in the days, he's been saying it since we started. Like some stuff should just be left alone. And we live in a day and age where a lot of these old shows that we've seen before growing up, they're making a comeback with the same actresses. It's just not doing it for me now.
Yeah.
It depends on the movie, but this movie just didn't do it for me.
But Bel Air worked. It was a reboot, and that worked.
They were no old actors though.
It's not the same actors.
Yeah.
Right, but it works, man. Like Bel Air works. Again, if King Karim, if he saw it, he would probably say -1. Because if I said a 3, he would probably say negative. No, I'm like -9. Yeah, he would probably say -9. So if he would have said 6, I probably would stop doing this. I'd have been like, I don't know what to do anymore in life. If he would have said something like 6, bro. But he'll let us know in due time, man. But moving forward real quick to funny talk. Steph the Oracle. So this
she picked this one. So let Steph take it.
So
God bless him, by the way.
I know, so bad. I was scrolling in, and from the Bet That podcast had a feature on TikTok talking about an Olympic Finnish skier who suffered from a frozen penis during the Olympic events. So I gotta post that up. what happened was the conversation between the two gentlemen. It was like, well, how did that even happen in the first place? Mm-hmm. And to me, it's like when you're talking about a frozen penis, I can't relate because I don't have that genitalia. But what would you think if you guys had that? Were in that situation?
I don't even know how that happens. I'm in the same predicament as them. Like you're Olympic. Like it's the first time you went skiing in the snow or something.
What happened? You never had shrinkage before or something?
Oh my God, bro! Like, look. At the end of the day, I'm thinking to myself, did he get a hard on and then it went frozen? They were thinking about like the greatest sex he's ever had.
Yeah, what was the outcome? What was the outcome? Like,
well, the outcome.
His dick froze. Now what?
He was good though.
He was fine. What happened?
It didn't chip off.
It didn't chip off for anything. So what happened at the time that he was getting his award? It was defrosting, but my man he got 27th place. So
27th place.
He got 27th place. But the thing is, the Bet That Cop podcast was like, yo, if my man got 27th, he should have never went in the first place.
Yeah, they're right.
I was like, what?
Is he that good, huh? He's that good. 27 place.
And they gave him a participation award? Come on.
Oh my God.
The Olympics is top 3. That's it.
Oh my
Gold,
God.
silver, and bronze.
There's no honorable mention.
My man got a ribbon like in field day for kindergarten.
There's no honorable mention.
It's like they said that somebody was playing the game freeze. And then he said, he just stood there, but he didn't try to stand there. You know, his manhood stood there. But
so did he have a stiff competition?
Oh my God!
It's safe to say he was the stiff competition. It was him versus blue balls. But look, yo, I don't know how that happens, but you know what? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. You know, just to find out myself. No, I'm good, yo. God bless him. He's good. He's okay. He, like Steph said, he defrosted, so everything's okay. His wife is probably happy as a mug. All right. So look, before we go, Steph, just end this off again one last time. Where can they find us?
Absolutely. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at 20 Talk 20. 20 Talk is talking about all shows, music, movies, and everything in between. And so you go back, listen to those new episodes wherever you listen to podcasts. We have new episodes premiering every Friday. You can see this on YouTube as well. We're on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker Radio, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, and Castbox. Again, you can find us on all the platforms. Don't forget, follow, like, and share.
And YouTube. So real quick, guys, we got to go. Appreciate y'all. Steph, the Oracle, thank you for welcoming the TikTok viewers. They love us, as you can see. This is your boy, Earn B.
This is your boy, Dre.
It's your boy, King Karim.
And Steph, the Oracle. Have a good night, everybody.
Take care. Peace.
Happy weekend.